So today I want to talk about, are Filipinas expensive? And a lot of guys will come into my comment section or live stream or whatever and talk about, life's a transaction. You always pay one way or another. Ladies in general are very expensive, and especially Filipinas, they have a lot of needs. They might be from a poorer family. Their family might need assistance, their sister, their brother, their kuya, their tita. And when you're a foreigner introduced to them, and you either make them your wife or your official girlfriend, or they move in with you, or things get serious beyond casual dating, there's a horror stories of men just draining their entire savings account, or their entire pension check goes to these, the girlfriend or the mom and dad or whatever. And I wanted to point out something that I know now that most people don't talk about, but what does it cost a Filipino to date a Filipina? A man is a man, right? And a man in America, at least, is supposed to be the provider and supposed to be the breadwinner and provide, say, housing, food, a car, the basic necessities of life in the traditional roles. In America and in most countries, the man is usually a bigger earner. The man is, going to make sure that you're okay. Women don't like to get pregnant by men that aren't financially stable, because their maternal instinct and their general instinct as a human being is to have someone there that can provide for them and their child so they don't starve and sleep in the street with a newborn baby. So I noticed something that my girlfriend has confirmed, and that I've noticed just in observing in the last 2 years of living here. And that is that Filipinas, in many cases, out-earn Filipinos and take care of Filipino men. I've noticed that when a staycation is booked, for instance, what a staycation is. The Filipina always pays 100% of the time. And then the boyfriend is always along, or the husband is always along for the ride. There is many instances in my girlfriend's circle, extended family, etc., where the Filipina is taking care of the Filipino man. So this is something that I think a lot of foreigners may or may not be aware of. And some are saying that foreigners are held to a higher standards. And I tend to agree, especially if you're sort of past your prime and you come over here properly retired and you want to date a young Filipina. I think that, you have to pay. Now, if your sexual marketplace value is high and your age is young and your girlfriend is a large earner, maybe you don't have to pay. But I think that for 95% of foreigners, they're held to a different threshold of paying, and they have to pay, even if it's just for the girlfriend and everything in her life, essentially. As I've stated before, most Filipinas will make, say, $350 a month if they're setting the world on fire as a call center agent, and that's with bonuses, $20K. Maybe they make $30K if they work their way up. $30K is a massive salary to most Filipinas I met. So I happen to know people that are in these situations, and there's nothing wrong or right about this. I just wanted to point this out to all the guys that are getting juiced for their whole pension or their whole life savings, or building houses and starting businesses for the brother, and taking care of every piece of food and every light bill and this and that. Nothing wrong with a man paying. I don't mind taking care of my girl. If a girl moves in with me, I was already paying the bills, right? So it's no problem. If a girl goes broke and I'm with her, I'm going to pay for food and keep her alive, make sure she's okay, and maybe take her somewhere once in a while, make sure she has all the basic necessities of life. I did it in America, and I would do it here if I ever allowed a Filipina to move in with me. But I just wanted to point that out, that Filipinas are generally paying for Filipinos. And a lot of Filipinas have sort of found a way to make it, working for American companies, working at call centers, etc., and they may out-earn their Filipino by 2 to 1. I'm not saying this is all the time. I'm not saying there isn't very rich Filipinos that support their family like a American man. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying I know personally of many, many, many cases of this, and I have inside information of who pays when Filipinas book staycations. It's always the Filipina, and then it's always the boyfriend coming along for the free ride. This is not 100% of the time. This is just something that I have inside insight to because of my personal life and my time spending here. So if you're a young foreigner that thinks he's very handsome and stuff, keep that in mind. And if you are an older guy, you know the deal. If you like to date 18-year-olds and you're 60, you'll spend that life savings that you saved your whole life in order to enjoy the last 10 years of your life or whatever. There's nothing wrong with any of this. I'm simply pointing out something that nobody ever points out, because this is the realest channel in the Philippines, where I'm going to tell you about things that you would never, ever, ever know, and that many people would be scared to talk about. But that's the facts. Filipinas are not expensive. I'm with a Filipina. It costs me nothing. I happen to luck out and get a big earner, and that is a rare thing, and it took me a year to find. I found a few girls that were big earners like her, but I wasn't attracted to the first one, and the second one just didn't work out or whatever. But I just want to make that crystal clear that it is not expensive to date a Filipina. And if you found out the financial threshold that the Filipinos are held to, you would be fucking shocked. A lot of them are being taken care of, and the woman works her ass off and takes care of the home. They're not even a Mr. Mom cleaning up this and that. They're chilling, playing PS5, drinking Red Horse, whatever. This is not a knock to Filipinos, and this could be, just my sample size that I've seen. But this is the facts in many instances that I know personally, and I know about the staycations. So just keep that in mind. The younger you get over here, the better. The higher your sexual marketplace value is, the better. The more you keep yourself together, the better. And don't spend any money that you don't want to spend, because when a woman's attracted to you, it's free. When a woman is not, there is a fee. And the bottom line is that only spend what you're comfortable spending, and know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I do consultations. You can email me about that. jasperinthephilippines@gmail.com. I go live every single day at 9 a.m. Manila time. And sana all.